Okay, guys, so welcome to Screencastify. This is the program that I've been using with the eighth graders to teach them slope, and we're going to use it today to teach you guys about quartiles. So quartile is literally just fancy word for the middle, which earlier in this lesson you had to define median. Okay, so median is the word that the book uses and the word that we use in mathematics to describe the median or the middle part of the data. Okay, so here's an example that I drew right here. So say my numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, and 10. So those are the 7 pieces of data that I have. The median or the middle would be 4. Okay, and the way that I find this out is I have to put them from smallest to largest. And then I find the number that's in the dead middle. Okay, so in this case it's 4. To find quartiles, you do the exact same thing. So you'll notice that there's a first quartile and a third quartile. There's no second quartile because the second quartile is the median. So the first quartile is the middle number between the median and 0. So pretend like this is a number line, okay? So I'm going to draw it. So this is a number line of data that they've put in order from smallest to largest. Okay, so these were the data pieces that they had collected: 2, 7, 9, 12, 14, 22, 32, 36, 43. And they put them in smallest to largest. Then they divided the set into 2 halves using the median. So they found the median number being 14. So this was the first set of data, and this was the second set of data. So we have 2 sets of data that we're working with right here. Okay. What's happening in the first set of data is to find the first quartile, we have to find the middle of these pieces. So it's 2, 7, 9, and 12. Okay. 2, 7, 9, and 12. Well, the middle of 2, 7, 9, and 12 is 8. And the way that they found that out was they found the middle of the 2 numbers, okay, were 7 and 9. Well, 7 and 9 it couldn't be both of these. So they had to figure out what number was in the middle of these 2, and that's how they got 8. Okay, so there was 4 pieces of data. They had to find the middle of 4. The middle of 4 is these 2 numbers, 7 and 9, and the middle of 7 and 9 is 8. That's how they found the first quartile. Then to find the third quartile, they did the exact same thing. So they have 4 pieces of data. They found the middle 2 pieces, so it's 32 and 36. The middle of 32 and 36 is 34. Okay, so that's the third quartile. Or you can see that they say the median of the lower half to describe the first quartile and the median of the upper half to describe the second quartile. Okay, so we're literally just finding the middle of numbers. That's how we find the quartiles. The last word that we're going to take a look at is what we call the interquartile range. And the reason that the interquartile range is so important is when we have data, so for example, if it's like height and weight, right? When you're really little, your weight and height changes so much like every month. So Q literally like triples in size like every month. When you're older, it doesn't happen like that, okay? So in order to find like how much you've been growing, we really don't care about these super, super small numbers and these super, super big numbers. What we care about are what's happening in the middle, okay? So the interquartile range is the numbers that are in the middle. So the first quartile we said was 8, and the third quartile was 34. So what is the distance between these 2 pieces? So what amount of numbers are in the middle? Okay, you could find that out by calculating it, like I said, down at the bottom. So the interquartile range is 34 minus 8. Okay, so let me write that down. So it would be 34 minus 8. In this case, the interquartile range is 26. That's how we calculate it. Questions? If you have questions, please email me. Join my office hours at 1 o'clock on Wednesdays, or just chat with me on Google Hangouts. I'd be happy to answer anything that you may have about this, okay? So 3 takeaways. Median means middle. First quartile is the middle of the small numbers. Third quartile is the middle of the upper numbers. Interquartile range is taking this one and minusing them from